Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to Footy Judgment. Welcome to another stream. I thought I would do this stream. Talk about the agenda that is running now currently against Liverpool and all the people that keep saying that Liverpool are lucky and all of this and that all the rivals are crying about how they win games at the end of the game and all the stuff. Yesterday proves that it's all about the green tie. It's all about Liverpool actually grinding until the last minute. Arsenal agenda that people say that they're overhyped as well and they don't deserve all the praise that they're getting from all the media. Winning away against Bilbao is just okay. It's nothing special. It's nothing crazy. It is okay. It's expected. And the question that I want to ask to my Chelsea viewers and everyone, did I overrate Chelsea Football Club? Did I overrate the team? You know what I mean? Did I overrate Chelsea and think that they are better than what they actually are? Was I right to put pressure on Chelsea to challenge for the title this season? And am I wrong to actually maybe rule out Man City from the title race? Are we all wrong? And what is going on actually with this? But before we actually talk about this, guys, I need your help. Algorithms are not doing us any favors with YouTube. Shows are not popping up on people's streams, on people's YouTube page. So I need you guys to hit that like button. And also let me know in the comment section, where are you guys tuning in from? So vote, like the video. If you're new, subscribe. And let me know in the comment section what you guys... We're going to actually see a lot of videos about Arsenal, about Liverpool, and about everything. And I wanted actually to start with this video, right? I wanted to start with this guy who, like, it is just funny. That's just a funny video that I wanted you guys to see. Let me know in the comment section, where are you tuning in from, like this person here. Like H is tuning in from England. Help me, help the algorithms, help the channel. Because it's struggling currently. It is struggling. Thank you for everyone supporting the channel. Let's all go together. And I want to hear your thoughts as well. I want to hear your comments and everything, like from your comment section. And I want to hear what you guys think. We're going to just run this until the City game and until the Newcastle game. It's together. It's easy. It is not like something that I'm actually like, I'm just running this to chill with you guys. Let's just chill together. And I want to see the games. I want to see the, what happened actually? UEFA Champions League. Here we go. I want to see the matches. What is the lineup for Manchester City actually? Club Brugge. And what is the lineup for Newcastle as well? But hit the like button, people. So Newcastle is starting with Pope, Trippier, Joelinton, Tonali, Gordon, Barnes, Elanga, Livramento, Burnham, Bruno Guimaraes, Barcelona without Lamine Yamal. Imagine if Newcastle win. Manchester City are Foden, Gavardiol, or is the same lineup that started over the weekend. It's absolutely, this lineup should be able to actually win. Højlund starting in the Champions League. De Bruyne is there as well. So let's see. Let me first hear this video and see what the guy's saying.
It's every week with Liverpool. Every week. They did this against Bournemouth where they were 2-0 up, threw it away, became 2-2, and then they won 4-2. They did this against Newcastle where they were 2-0 up, threw it away, 2-2, Rio last minute goal. Then against Arsenal, it was 0-0, so boss line free kick. They scored against Burnley, last minute penalty by Mo Salah. Today, Van Dijk last minute header. Bro, I'm sick. The script is there. Liverpool, I don't know who you sacrificed. Liverpool, I don't know what black magic you've done. This is like the Pacers where they were winning it all the way to the finals. How the hell have you managed to get here? Every week, last minute goal FC, free kick, corner, penalty, open goal. It does not matter. This team does it all. It was 2-2. And guess what? I didn't even smile. I smiled a little bit. And I said to myself, I know Liverpool. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. And guess what? It became 3-2. Van Dijk header. Yeah. Liverpool, I'm done. I'm not writing the script no more with this club. It's over. Throw out the book. Bro, you have to beat this team by 3-4-0 if you want to get a win. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, but rivals are salty about Liverpool winning at the end, right? But I'm going to show you something else that Thierry Henry said about Liverpool. So this, I think Thierry Henry here is completely wrong. But let's just hear what I said. And I'm going to actually say that he's completely wrong.
Liverpool, I don't know. Jamie said it. I do think from already pre-season, I think they concede too many goals to be able to they need to erase that. They concede too many goals. They got bailed out again the other day against Burnley, and you said it. And you have to find a way to win games. So we're not complaining about that. But in the Champions League, if you concede too many goals, it's a tough one to win.
Number one, Thierry Henry doesn't know about the Champions League and stuff. Yes, he won it with Barcelona and Pep Guardiola. But I'm gonna tell you something, and I want to hear what you guys think as well. We're gonna see more videos and stuff like this. I actually think he's completely wrong, by the way. Actually, in the Champions League, there are two ways to win it. The Real Madrid way, which is we saw Real Madrid win it twice actually lately, right? Twice lately in the last like 5-6 years, where they were behind, where they always fell behind the teams and they come back. I'm going to tell you how he's wrong. It's about having clutch players. Clutch players win you competitions. If you're a team like Arsenal, and that is the difference between Liverpool and Arsenal. Arsenal are a very well-structured team, very good defensively, always in the game. They give themselves a chance to win the 1-0 and the 2-1s and all the stuff. Liverpool, on the other hand, are the team that is relentless, clutch players, clutch moments, focus for 90 minutes. That is what it is. Van Dijk, yesterday, 93rd minute, he's focused. His eyes are on the prize. Van Dijk, I'm gonna score a corner. He was trying in every corner to score. His eyes were on the prize. There are two ways to do it. Inter, for example, reached the final. Yes, we didn't win it, but reaching the final, giving us a chance, is by being well-structured, bide our chances, and win the 1-0s and the 2-1s and win our games. There are other teams that reach the finals by conceding too many goals. You know what I mean? That is the reality. So, in my opinion, it is two ways to do it. It is either you be like Liverpool, you be like Real Madrid, clutch. Do we remember Benzema? Do we remember Benzema? And do we remember Vinny Jr. and the last minute goals? Rodrigo against Man City when Man City weren't the best team on the Real Madrid weren't the best team on the pitch, even though Liverpool were the best team on the pitch. Right? Even Liverpool did play there are listen, I'm telling you from now, there's a lot of teams that I played against in my, like, you can be so structured, but you have so many clutch players, right? You have so many clutch players, right? That will absolutely get you through That is Liverpool. And now they added an extra clutch player in Isak. You get my point? Like, that is the problem. You know what I mean? That's the difference. So I believe now we got to actually stop saying that Liverpool are riding their luck, but Liverpool now are riding their clutch players, right? Are riding their clutch players, right? That is the reality. And that is the problem that people don't understand. Sometimes you can be that team. You can be the team. Guys, can we stop calling each other clowns and stuff like this? This is like a solo show. I'm trying to have a conversation. You know what I mean? And there's people are beefing with each other in the chat. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Right? What the fuck? Can we just stop this bullshit? At least instead of calling each other clown, there's 200 people in the house and we're only in 59 likes. Can we get to 200 likes live? Just stop. Right? Stop. What? What is this? What are you talking about? What is Muhammad talking about? What the fuck? What is this? Why is it happening? We have a lot of moderators. What is this? Anyway, you guys are like throwing me off from my talk. As Tyler here is saying, Liverpool are giving rivals trauma. They're lashing out at everything. Right? I'm just going to say a couple of things about this. I have had I actually went and checked the comment section after Al-Ahwa yesterday on Husam's show. And we're going to do more videos, right? I have checked a lot of actually comments. And we can actually show the comments. I'm going to actually show you guys the comment section of Husam's stream yesterday, you know, Al-Ahwa. And the amount of people that actually were just hating on me. And I actually like it. You know what I mean? I like this. But the amount of people that were telling Husam, get Mo off the show. We don't want Mo again on the show. He shouldn't be on Al-Ahwa again. And people just crying for the fucking sake of crying. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, they were. Like, people were just crying. I'm like, well, why are you crying? Like, seriously, bro. Like, forget the show itself. I'm going to show you the fucking comment section. Right? Right? I'm going to show you the comment section. It's right here. I'm just going to show you. Here you go. YouTube. Here you go. I'm sharing the screen with you. Because people now, because I don't say what they like. I don't say what they like. So now people are like, no, we don't like you and blah, 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 all this stuff. You know what I mean? Watch the comments. Watch the comment section. Here you go. I don't know if you get. Next time, just invite Mo and nobody else. He knows everything about everyone's club and apparently the only one that is correct. Sorry, Hussam, can you please just ask this Mo guy to lower his voice? Every minute he's cutting somebody and talk like before. That's Mo. We know, we love. Just deal with it. Thank you, DJ. No, not exactly. He wasn't this jarring before earlier. Now he's coming across as arrogant. Now this person is always in my chat. You know what I mean? This Mo has become so arrogant. That's Nilot Pal, who used to be on my chat. You know what I mean? Mo takes on versus ridiculous. Hussam, Mo is becoming a negative aspect on Al-Ahwa. He's noisy, disrespectful. I never disrespect anyone, by the way, in the stream. I like it, by the way. He's shouty, arrogant. You know what I mean? Let me just actually fucking zoom in so you guys can see the comment section. Watch this. Here you go. He's becoming arrogant. He critiques you're complaining about the algorithms. Someone is telling Hussam that the reason why the algorithms are not working is because he has me on the show. Love it. And someone is telling me maybe you use some research, new words, Mo. Not everything in English start with an F or a C. I never use these words as often, but yeah, I use fuck as often. Thank you for putting. Someone is this person. I don't know who this person is. Gunnar Mac, right? So he's in under every comment saying, yeah, they shouldn't be this. They shouldn't be that. Oh yeah, he's another. As an Arsenal fan, shout out to Sad. I've watched 3 panel shows and someone getting cooked. By the way, nobody cooked Liverpool yesterday. Actually, I said that Liverpool deserved. I said that Liverpool actually deserved the win. It's actually ridiculous. Why Mo hate Liverpool so much? I don't hate Liverpool at all. There you go. I don't hate Liverpool at all. Mo makes the show worse. Fine. Doesn't smile for anyone else's opinion. Actually, I discuss everyone else's opinion. Anyway. Wallah al-Azim, Liverpool were not getting cooked yesterday and you're fucking lying. You're lying. Because I started by saying that Liverpool deserved to be 4-5 up. And I said that Liverpool deserved the win and you're lying. And I'm the one that spoke the most in the Liverpool section and you're lying. I don't give a fuck about Hamza. Hamza's opinions are... Hamza, it doesn't matter. If you're taking Hamza's opinions seriously, it's up to you. It's on you. If you're taking Hamza's opinions seriously, it's on you. I actually was listening to the Hamza sport. He waffles. But that's Hamza. He's entertaining. I love him. Right? I love Hamza. He's amazing, entertaining, and a good guy. But if you're taking his opinion seriously, it's on you, Habibi. It's on you. It's not on me. It's up to you to take his opinion seriously. Anyway, watch this as well, because there are other videos about this that I want you guys to hear. This is the most salty from Joy Paul, or whatever, is the most salty rival fans' opinion I've seen on the internet. The most.
It was a ridiculous game, and Liverpool at the end of the day were incredibly lucky. But I do have to admit that this mentality they have, this determination they have to never say die, to score late goals like that is quite remarkable. It's really special. It shows you a championship winning mentality. But the big question is, can they continue doing this? Can they maintain scoring late goals? I'm on the edge right now because for large parts of that game, I'm looking at Liverpool. I'm saying this team is so overrated. They're disappointing defensively. They conceded another 2 goals. Okay, deflections, who cares? Still conceded another 2 goals. But yet offensively, they've not yet hit full cylinder. I mean, they're kind of in like, I don't know, second, third gear right now.
You know what the problem is with this? Liverpool were actually sensational against Atletico Madrid. I was watching Inter, I was watching Chelsea, and I was watching Liverpool. Liverpool were sensational, and I'm being serious. Against Atletico Madrid. The amount of movement Gravenberch did, the Salah was sensational. I thought Gakpo was good. I thought Gravenberch was ridiculous. I thought Szoboszlai was amazing. Van Dijk was good. Actually, you can criticize him in Newcastle game. You can criticize him in the Arsenal game. You can criticize him in the Burnley game. You can do this. Yesterday, Liverpool really were the better team and by a country mile, by the way. But like, Liverpool should have won that game 5 or 6. Like, by a country mile, Liverpool were much better than Atletico Madrid. Right? So I don't understand this. Why? It's the same as when people say that Arsenal against Leeds, it's only Leeds. Right? This is ridiculous. Like, this is agenda.
Offensively, not much from your main attacking players in this game today, and that's a bit of a concern.
Because the thing with scoring late goals like that is it sort of goes...
That's just a lie. It's a lie, because Salah was very good in the game. Right? Like, Salah was very good in the game. That's a lie, bro.
Both ways. You get a tremendous amount of confidence from it, belief that you can always find a way to win, but also there is that weight and that pressure that comes from having to do that time and time again and eventually get found out. I mean, look at the game against Burnley at the weekend. If it wasn't for a fairly fortunate penalty decision, they wouldn't have won that game.
Yeah, that's fair and enough and fine, but in the same time, I actually don't understand what is his take about yesterday. I think Liverpool were very good. I actually still think that you guys know my opinion about Florian Wirtz. And I know a lot of people, a lot of Liverpool fans are being a little bit serious, a little bit sensitive about my opinion on Florian Wirtz. I am expecting so much more from Florian Wirtz that's why I'm a little bit disappointed in him. I'm disappointed in how slow he is. I'm disappointed in how slow he's in the decision making. If you know you're a little bit weak on the ball, don't hold the ball that much. You know what I mean? You're right. Like, I need to see Wirtz do more. That is my opinion. I need to see Wirtz actually be better than this and be one of the outstanding, because Wirtz now is not an outstanding player. Not for me, to be honest. He's not an outstanding player. Guys, can we get to 200 likes? Right? We'll see him, but I'm talking about now. I don't deny that the guy is so talented. You can tell that he's talented. The first touch, the vision, and everything. But he's just taking so long. He needs to release the ball quicker. He needs to absolutely just do something different on the pitch and be different than Gravenberch, than Szoboszlai, than the rest of them. Watch this clip because this is going to do your heading.
I'm going to say something that's probably going to make Liverpool fans incandescent and fuel the narrative that for some reason I dislike Liverpool, which I most certainly do not. I have to say, having taken teams there and scored goals against Liverpool, against their fans, they are terrible losers. They don't like it, like most fans don't like it. They think they're entitled to say exactly what they want to you if you score a goal. I remember when we played them in the FA Cup. I think Danny Murphy was playing in the game. And we scored a goal. And rightly so, not so much me, but the board of directors that I had there got up and celebrated the goal and were instantaneously set upon by Liverpool fans and instantaneously set upon by the steward saying, basically, sit down. We don't want you celebrating.
Set upon by the Liverpool fans, verbally, you mean?
Yeah, not physically, verbally. So, basically, because the only people that are entitled to score at Anfield are, of course, Liverpool. If anyone else scores, it's a massive imposition, and they should be subjected to a whole raft of observations upon the fact they've scored. The fact those
get that wherever you went, though. Were most clubs not like that?
No.
The problem is this happens in every single stadium. Like every single stadium, if you are the visiting fan, right? If you celebrate, you'll get booed. Bro, some people get thrown like vegetables and fruits and stuff. I'm not saying it's right, but that happens everywhere. And by the way, I watched the video of the guy yesterday. Diego Simeone's a dickhead. Why are you getting involved with the fan? What if the fan is giving you the middle finger? It fucking happens all the time. It happens everywhere. People call each other names on the stadiums everywhere. Why is isn't that Diego Simeone guy? Isn't that Diego Simeone, right? Isn't that Diego Simeone guy, the guy that did that move to Juventus to their fans, and now he's crying. Diego Simeone is the most vulgar coaches in the world, and people love it. We like it. We embrace it. We say, fine, bring it to the football. Fine. You are the banter guy, bring it on. But not because it's happening to you from a fan, you're crying and you didn't want to answer. Bro, it's absolutely ridiculous. Diego Simeone directs a lot of things to fans when his team scores, but he doesn't want anyone to direct anything to him because he got scored on. Bro. Yeah, but he's the manager, though. But he's a manager. He's a manager, right? Broski, fans, as long as fans don't say racist stuff, they're fine. They can do whatever. Bro,
no, not at all. That's why I make the point. Because I've been to many clubs, and all of the clubs, probably most of the clubs in the country I've been at and sat in the director's box and seen my team score and lose and take these things in equal measure. The reasons why I make this particular observation is because it really surprised me. It surprised me with the level of energy that was spent basically saying, sit down and shut up. Well, my teams it was directed at my directors because I didn't celebrate goals the way other people did because I expected my team to score. That's what I paid them to do. So I wasn't quite in that mode of celebrating when we score goals. Because
how arrogant,
that's
though.
What we're there for. But I just found it something that I really reacted because I thought, because I grew up, watching Liverpool, supporting Liverpool, admiring Kevin Keegan and Emily Hughes, the 77 team that won the European Cup, and collecting the cards as a kid and thinking it was a wonderful football club. So when I took Palace up there and played them, I didn't like it. I didn't warm to them at all. I think they're wonderful supporters. No doubt about it. I think.
And you shouldn't be. It's actually, that means Liverpool fans are doing their job by getting on your nerves, on your team's nerves. I want my fans to be like this. That's why people say Anfield is one of the toughest grounds. Because the fans are not warm, they're not clapping to you, they're not hugging you when you score, they are on you. So you're scared. Isn't that what football is about? Isn't that what home ground advantage is about? That you be scared. You don't like going to that stadium. You hate it. You wake up in the game day and you hate going to Anfield. That's what it's about. Being hostile. I actually think he's crazy for saying this stuff. Actually, this is what Liverpool fans should do every game. Make it hostile. Bro, this is what it's about. Every football fan should do this. Because people complain when they go to stadiums and it's a little bit quiet. That is the reality. It should be like this every single game. That is it, to be honest. And I don't know if yeah, bro, he's
It's a
just
wonderful
doesn't
football
like.
club. But there is that attitude that if you score against them and they don't like it, they'll give it to you. And of course they give it to you. Every club gives it to you. But it was different at Liverpool.
Different, honestly.
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it to get a click. I'm not saying.
But I gotta say something. Some Liverpool fans lately, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, are a little bit sensitive. I actually don't say that only Liverpool. I think the two fan bases that are most sensitive for me are Liverpool and Chelsea. You don't want anyone to touch them. You can't criticize their team. If you criticize their team, even constructive criticism, you have an agenda. You hate us. You're against us. You're a hater and cry more. No, Arsenal fans take the most banter, bro. And they still show up. It's like, no, don't say that, Andrew. You're absolutely wrong. In this, Arsenal fans are not as sensitive. Bro, Arsenal fans get bantered all the time. Are you guys gonna be honest? Like Liverpool fans are a little bit sensitive lately. Anyway, any criticism to any of their players, you have an agenda. You do this. You know what I mean? Let them mourners go to exactly. Let them go to Galatasaray and see the actual fans in the stadium. Yeah, let them go to Galatasaray and see. You know what I mean? Let them go to Galatasaray and see. See what is going on there in Turkey when you go to stadiums or go to Serbia or go to Croatia or something like this, bro. Thank you so much, my man, for the super chat of the channel. Thank you for supporting and actually sending a super chat. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, bro, it's a little bit tough. I live in Overlook Mo. Is correct. There is sensitive a little bit sensitive, to be honest with you. But listen, there's more actually here. It's about Chelsea. Yeah. Yep. Let's go. Hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I wanted to hear this on Arsenal because there is some actual talk. There is the Chelsea talk as well. Hit that like button, people. Come on now. Watch this.
Overcame Athletic Bilbao thanks to two goal-scoring subs, Martinelli and Trossard. Martinelli came off the bench for Eze, scored with only 36 seconds on the clock. Danny, their £250 million summer spend, has it left them with a fully locked and loaded squad truly built for success this time?
Why are we phrasing the question? Are they based upon a result against Atletico Bilbao, who've been beaten at home in the last two games by Alaves? And
no, I'd have said the same last week.
So, I mean, but the genesis of the question that we're doing is because they've beaten Atletico Bilbao, which everybody said before the game they were going to, and quite frankly, they should do, and a team that's, as I say, just lost at home in the last two games against Alaves.
Actually, the fact that Arsenal were tipped to actually win against Athletic Bilbao, that shows how strong they are. If Arsenal reach, and that is, I'm going to say honest thing here. This is, a lot of people are not going to like what I'm about to say. A lot of people are not going to like what I'm about to say. The fact that Arsenal, before the game, were tipped to go away to Spain to play Athletic Bilbao and pick an easy win is down to the good work of Mikel Arteta and Arsenal. I cannot remember since 10 years ago where Arsenal were going away in any game in the Champions League and people would pick them as well, especially against a Spanish opposition. You would never think, or an Italian or whatever, you would never sit here and tell me, so Simon Jordan here is actually lying when he says, yeah, I chose them to win. Isn't that down to how good they have become? Isn't that down to how good they have become as a football team? That is it. That's down to how good they have been.
There's an Osasuna without scoring a goal.
No, but hang on, they've got huge depth that they didn't have before.
Sure.
Declan Rice coming off the bench at the weekend.
Yeah, no, what Simon's saying is why is the question coming after a win against an average side? I think the question...
They lost to Liverpool.
Yeah, but in a
Yeah, absolutely. Liverpool, yeah, the top of the top of the league at Anfield.
very
But they still lost.
game.
Yeah, but Simon, Danny's made a good point. There is real depth. It's staring us in the face.
But put that lack of depth, that depth they've now got, which is replaceable with the players that they've put in play, might not have beaten a better side. So they've beaten an average
They
side.
might not, but they've got more chance.
But you're not asking your second team to beat the better sides. They're asking your second team to beat the lesser side. So is that what we're here for now? That Arsenal should beat every team 8-0?
Because they've got more strength. But it doesn't mean they're going to get over the line.
No, true, Danny.
But
But it was a lack of depth, Simon, that cost them last season.
Well,
It was, yeah.
well, was it? Or was it an inability? Hold on. Was it an inability to buy a player in January because they made ridiculous offers for players at the
No, they weren't going to win the league anyway if they bought a player in January.
last minute to be able to get over the challenges that they had of losing Havertz and Gabriel Jesus and not having a striker?
But that's fair, but that's still a lack of depth.
Sure. But what I'm saying is that the argument that we're making now is that the depth that they've got, based upon current performances, and when they've come up against an elite side, when they had their depth, they still got beat. This is not an elite side. So the question is, can they overcome Liverpool? If the argument is, can they win the Champions League? Well, who knows? Because we're seeing at this moment in time Real Madrid in some form of mediocrity, I think. And I don't think Real Madrid are going to dominate the Champions League this year.
But would you not concede with the depth they've now got, though, Simon? They stand a much better chance of going all the way.
Yes.
But I don't need to concede it. Because I've said for the last 2 seasons, Arsenal need to spend 250 million quid a year to stand still.
Right.
Stand still
So you
means
accept it.
No, to stand still, not to win leagues. I don't know whether Arsenal, they've got no excuses left now. There's no reasons why people, I know that we're going to talk about Ernesto Valverde's wonderful appraisal of Arteta. If you're spending the kind of dough that you're spending that he's spending and producing the kind of players that he's got, and you're doing it season on season on season and been given the kind of resources that he's been given over the last 3 or 4 seasons, you have every right to be in the conversation about winning leagues and winning.
No, because Man United spent a lot of money. Chelsea spent a lot of money and they aren't in the conversation as much as Arsenal. Yes, they are behind and Arsenal have spent more time with their manager. But for us to sit here and lie and say that Arsenal are not one of the best teams in Europe now, down to the recruitment, down to the work of Mikel Arteta and down to how good they are as a team, is lying. It doesn't matter if you beat Athletic Bilbao. It doesn't matter who you beat. You beat what's in front of you. You know what I mean? Guys, can we stop the beef? German chicken wing, Andrew and everyone. Because I'm doing the solo show to talk with you guys. And instead, you guys are talking to each other and just talking about whatever stuff. So can we stop this shit? And by the way, German chicken wing have been here for a while watching me. And he's a respectful person. And I don't know what you guys are talking about. Right? So stop this bullshit. It's not, my WhatsApp doesn't ring, by the way. I don't have the WhatsApp thing. My WhatsApp is muted. Actually, I don't have the WhatsApp thing. It's muted. Actually, just to let you guys know. Guys, we have 300 people in the house. It's ridiculous. Actually. I don't know. I don't even have the WhatsApp on. And there's people that complain about the WhatsApp notification. It's actually ridiculous. Actually, but I want to say something. Are Arsenal underrated? Is Arsenal better than what people talk about them? Like people talk about Liverpool being overrated, as some people said. Are Arsenal actually better than what we think? Can Arsenal go on and win the Champions League and the league? Yes. But are people underestimating Arsenal? Are people that are brushing them away from the competition underestimating them? Are they talking about them like they are not a good team? I'm being honest and I'm being completely serious, right? I'm being completely serious. Because I think lately the conversation has been about Arsenal is that people are actually now so hesitant of actually saying how good this Arsenal team is. Like people think, why? Yeah, everyone has something to say, Sundra. Everyone has things to say, and I say, no, Arsenal are fucking bottle jobs. But we're talking about the team, yeah? We're talking about the team. Are they better than what we actually say? I actually think so. I think, ego. But that's exactly what I'm talking. That's the question I'm asking, Long. That's the question I'm asking is for real, is your comment, actually. It's your comment. It's like, no, only Omo thinks it's great. So I think Arsenal are good. So that means you don't think Arsenal are good. You know what I mean? So that means Arsenal are not overrated. Arsenal are not underrated. They're overrated. You know what I mean? So Arsenal are not as good as what someone like me say, or what some of the Arsenal fans say, right? But Arsenal are not a good team. You don't fear them. You're a Liverpool fan, of course, so you don't fear them. You know what I mean? You actually don't think that Arsenal are a threat to your football club in the Champions League or the league. You think that you're gonna walk the league. So I want you to put your chest out and say that, yeah, Arsenal aren't a threat to Liverpool in terms of crowns, the crown of the Premier League. Then, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna be honest about an Arsenal team and an Arsenal football club as a good team, or we actually gonna sit here and say that Arsenal are not a good team and they're not gonna win the league? You want to ask my opinion? I think that Arsenal are a good team. I think the depth that they have now. I think Mikel Arteta is a good coach. Is he going to win them the league? It is yet to be seen this season. But have they put themselves in a good place to win the league? Have they put themselves in a good place to win the Champions League? Yes, I think so. I honestly think so. You know what I mean? So, for the depth you have in the midfield and the depth you have in the defense, Arsenal can go the long yard. Arsenal can go all the way. You know what I mean? Arsenal can try to actually rack up the points by being the 1-0s and the 2-1s. While Liverpool are doing the frantic football, winning games at the end, having the clutch moments. Arsenal don't have that many. And I'm being honest with you. On paper now, Arsenal don't have actually as many clutch players as Liverpool. Not at all. They don't have these players that actually will go on and win the games when Arsenal. I'm telling you, the majority of the times, if Arsenal against teams are not doing good, I don't think they win games, right? However, you'll have to have a player that is pop. Maybe Saka when he comes back. Saka hasn't played much this season yet, so I'm waiting for him to come back. Eucharist is not going to win them games on their own. Madueke isn't. Odegaard, maybe not. Liverpool, though, on the other hand, have Saka. I believe Isak can do this. McAllister can do this. So that is the reality, you know what I mean? And maybe Arsenal needed that marquee player, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it to you, but I know that will sound mad what I'm about to say, and people think that I'm crazy. Arsenal needed their Palmer. Arsenal needed their Kevin De Bruyne. Needed that guy. Is Saka that guy? You know what I mean? Is Saka the guy that will win in the game on his own? Maybe. Sometimes he does. Sometimes he is the standout player for Arsenal. Sometimes he is the guy that wins the game on his own. But let me ask you a simple question. If Saka was at Chelsea, a bad Chelsea 2 seasons ago, would he have had a season like the Cole Palmer one that he had? Is he the standard? You know the criticism I have for Foden sometimes, I'm like, you cannot carry the team on your own. I feel like Arsenal lack that guy. Arsenal might be the best structured team in the league. Might be the best. And that's why when I say in terms of coaching and structure, I think Arsenal are the most structured team in the league. I actually think Arsenal are one of the most structured team in the world currently in Europe. Actually, with how strong their defense, how they recover so quickly, and all this good stuff and that is why, and that's maybe why the reason I keep saying that Arteta is a good coach, because when I'm watching Arsenal currently, I think they're so well structured in terms of like when they lose the ball, they know when to press, they know when to drop deep and defend. You know, in Mourinho, that video with Mourinho when he says defend compact, that is Arsenal. They always defend compact, low block. High block is more pressing, low block is more defensive. They know when to press, you know what I mean? Like, that's why when people ask me, Mo, why do you like Mikel Arteta? Because when I'm watching Arsenal, probably maybe I watch it with different eyes than the majority of the people. Maybe I do. I see a very well-structured team that everyone on the pitch knows where to be at what time. What I am questioning for Arsenal is Mikel Arteta has lost the touch of, okay, now we're very well structured, we're very good structured, but we don't know how to create chances. Let's show that. You know what I mean? The difference is the volume of chances that Liverpool create or Man City create or even Chelsea create is so much higher than Arsenal that I think you can be a very good structured team and have the ball 60% ball position and have the ball in the opposition half, but you're lacking the ideas to actually create the chance now that will put you in front of the goal and make the goalkeeper make a save. In the last season or so, I think there was a struggle for Arsenal to do this. I think Mikel Arteta came up with the plan to actually not concede chances and have the ball and camp in the opposition's half. But what is left is that final movement. You know, when you see the coaching drills and the tactical drills, that final movement that will get your winger wide open, that will get your forward one-on-one, that will make that last run that the coach tells you to do, and now the chance is right there, the one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Now the goalkeeper has to make a save. I think that is what Arsenal lack lately. I'm talking football-wise. You know, there's no banter. You know, I'm being serious. The solo shows are actually growing on me. Like, that is what Arsenal, like you see Liverpool with the movement that happened between Salah and McAllister and Gakpo, and sometimes that's why Liverpool create volume of chances. Even I think Enzo Maresca with Chelsea, you see Joao Pedro, Palmer, they're exchanging positions and all the things that are happening, and the volume of chances created, the late runs, fullback making a run in the 18 and the cross far post, push back, blah, 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 all this stuff. I think that is what is missing from Mikel Arteta's tactics, because the structure cannot be faulted. This is a very well-structured team. We watched him in many games, look like a very solid positioning and tactics and where the players are standing. Maybe that's why I'm like, I say that Arteta is a good coach, but that extra bit is just not here. You know what I mean? Big up my man for dropping the tenner. Thank you so much. Appreciate you for the support. Big up my man for dropping the tenner and just supporting the channel. More Arsenal spent big but didn't sell anyone, so they strengthened the 11 and the depth. Liverpool spent big but lost players, so they strengthened the 11 but not the depth. No one is talking about this. I disagree with you because I think Darwin Núñez, Jota passed away, so it's just, you can't do anything about that. May rest in peace. Liverpool have actually got Wirtz, which is a strength in the 10. Liverpool have actually got Kerkez, which is a strength in the left back position. Kerkez and Robertson is better than Robertson and Tsimikas. They strengthen him with Wirtz because he's a completely different player. Attack, Isak, Ekitike, Gakpo, Salah, Rio is better than Gakpo, Diaz, Chiesa, Salah, and Núñez and Jota. Honestly, it's Liverpool strengthening that starting 11 and the depth as well. You remove, let me tell you, yesterday, you sub out Isak, you put Ekitike, that's better. I think that Rio is a very good player. As well, I watched him. So the only problem for Liverpool is the cover in the defense, because I don't think they have a top defender that will be able to cover if Van Dijk and Konate get injured. Leone, you didn't watch Parma and you don't know. Nobody knows if Leone is ready for the Premier League. You know what I mean? If Leone is that guy. They absolutely improved the attack a little bit. As Gomez is good, but I like Gomez before the injury that happened 4 years ago. Since then, he hasn't been the best. To be honest, it's focus. Camera should focus. So why are you watching then? Why are you watching? Just go watch someone else. You know what? I don't want. You know what? I'm doing the solo show. I don't want fucking negative. Just watch. If you don't want to watch, just do it somewhere. I'm gonna time you out for 1 minute. Just watch without commenting. Like, I don't want the negative things. If you have an objective criticism or you have an objective take, or you want to oppose the opinion, that's fine. You can absolutely oppose the opinion. It's fine. But bro, I literally analyzed. I literally trying to analyze football, and you're coming in, oh, Mo's what a fucking agenda when I'm analyzing Arsenal. It's fucking weird. It's fucking strange. Will just put me down by this shit, bro. Like, bro, I'm trying to have an objective conversation. I'm trying to have a good show before the game starts, and you're just here, bro. Bro, just fucking like, just fucking annoying as fuck. People just annoy me for no reason. It's like, stupid comment. Really stupid comment. Hemot here said, I'm kind of curious if slot play verts to the left and Ikitiki at the 10. But what about Gakpo? You're not gonna do Gakpo though. You're not gonna do Gakpo. Gakpo is gonna start on the left side. Gakpo is gonna start on the left side no matter what. Right? I disagree with you. I disagree with you. That Liverpool attack was Gakpo, Isak. But is there a world where verts are gonna get dropped, for example, for like if Frimpong, which is I think Frimpong is pretty good. He actually impressed me right back, to be honest with you, Frimpong. If Frimpong is playing well at right back, you guys think that Verts might be dropped? Is he going to give time, or is McAllister coming back? By the way, there is McAllister, Gravenberch, and Szoboszlai. Would that work with Isak? Because I know that is not as attacking as you think, but in the same time, it's with Isak, Gakpo. You might play Isak, Ekitiki, Salah, McAllister in the 10, Szoboszlai. Because Szoboszlai cannot be dropped, to be honest with you guys. Like, with the form that Szoboszlai in now, you can drop Szoboszlai. He's so freaking good. Like, he's proven everyone wrong, to be honest with you. Like, Szoboszlai has been, I think he has been one of the Liverpool's best players, to be honest. One of Liverpool's best. So why is Verts not going to get dropped? Can someone present an objective opinion why he isn't going to be dropped? Okay. Who has been better? Like, is McAllister? So who's going to be dropped from the midfield then? Can you give me a name? Who do you think is going to get dropped? Szoboszlai? McAllister will get. No. This is crazy, actually. Big up my man. Do you know why I support and watch you? You don't beg for money or read only super chats. Yeah, bro, the whole point of doing shows, super chats are great. Number one, W is in the chat, guys, for German Chicken Wing, for supporting the channel and sending 50 Swiss francs all the way from the Alps in Switzerland as well. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate you spending your hard-earned money to support a humble YouTuber. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's actually very good to see. Appreciate you so much. Yes. So thank you. Super chats are great. They support the channel. You know, this is my full-time job, and super chats is basically people supporting the channel to keep us going and keep us up. So appreciate you so much. But if there is a comment that is good and it's it goes to the conversation, why not read it? You know what I mean? Why not read it? But thank you so much. Wallahi, I really appreciate you so much, German Chicken Wing, for this. Appreciate you so much. Wirtz is getting better by the game. No sense in dropping him. Yeah, that's McAllister has been great, but he's getting there. Gakpo has an impact sub. So once McAllister gets back to his best, in my opinion, so who's being dropped then? Who's being dropped? That's what I understand. I want to understand. So who's getting dropped in the middle? Can someone tell me? Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch. If everyone is fit, who's getting dropped? Who's getting dropped though? Can someone explain to me who's getting dropped? Fuck off, Fonzie, as always. You know what I like Fonzie? Even though he's an asshole, like he always comes up with the jokes. You know what I mean? Wallahi, Fonzie, if Inter beat Liverpool, you guys don't understand. Like you guys, like into you guys don't like. I don't think the villain that's in me. You guys don't know what is coming. You fucking gonna hate me. You're gonna hate the person that is me. You know what I mean? You're gonna fucking hate me big time. You are gonna hate the life out of me. You know what I mean? You're gonna hate the time that you absolutely actually supported my channel. Tyler here is like, that's the question, Tyler. The question is not easy because the question is when everyone is fit, who's being dropped? So that is the question then, Tyler. Oh, it's not the question was when McAllister has a knock or you don't have a right back and Szoboszlai has to play right back. The question is, once everyone gets fit, inshallah, for Liverpool, and Szoboszlai is performing like this, and Gravenberch has been the best. I'm going to say this. Gravenberch has been the best midfielder in the Premier League since that season started. Who's fucking getting dropped? You're not dropping your McAllister, and you're not dropping your Gravenberch, and Szoboszlai deserves the start. Are you going to start? Okay, Gakpo. Someone says Gakpo. So Gakpo, so you see Wirtz is going to play left then, Twisted Baba? So is Gakpo going to play? So is Wirtz is going to play left? Okay. You know what, Wissam? I'm going to tell you something about this. And I'm going to tell the people in the chat for Footy Judge Mo now a thing, right? This rotation thing, it's good. But every coach in the world has a set starting 11 for big game. No. Don't do this. The rotation, by the way, is good and all. But I'm telling you, who's your starting 11? La, Chris. I'm going to answer you, Chris, now. It's about the rotation is different than the set starting. Arsenal tomorrow, big game, you know the starting 11. Liverpool tomorrow, big game, you don't know. I know it's a good problem to have. But in the same time, you got to understand that Gakpo will be dropped and Wirtz is going to play left. Is that what people are saying? Okay, fair enough. If that is what you guys think, that is fine. Yeah. So Chris came back from the void, from the multiverse, and said, mate, you not heard of banter? Why time people out? There is a difference between banter and there is a difference between coming to my channel and accusing me for only running agendas for clicks and views. I hope that you understand this. That is different. Like banter is different. Banter when you say stuff about Inter, when you say stuff about even my opinion. Like I have an agenda, I don't know football, I'm deluded, blah, blah, blah. That is banter. Coming here to tell me that, oh my God, Mo only runs Arsenal agendas for clicks and views. You're accusing me of being a liar. You're accusing me of being like, I'm a liar. I'm not an honest person. That is reality, what your accusations were. Does that make sense? Chris now. Do you understand the difference between banter is a joke? Banter is a dig. Banter is a joke. When you have a dig, you have a joke. But what you said is not banter and it's not jokes. Right, Chris? Or I'm wrong here, Chris. Right? Listen, I gotta say a couple of things as well, like just about you're on a pro-Chelsea agenda. I actually been called a Chelsea lover. See, that is actually that. Wallah al-Azim, you know what, guys? I'm gonna just be completely honest with you. That is what. Yes. So this is banter. Yes. That is banter. Coming to my chat and telling me 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. That's called banter. That's called a dig. High five mode. That's a dig. That's banter. I gotta tell you guys something. The fact that I was called a Chelsea lover, and then now I criticize Chelsea, and I'm called an Arsenal fan, and now Mo, you're on an agenda against Arsenal, and I've been called Mo, you favor you. Last season, I was called you pat Liverpool in the back all the time, right? So that is something that tells me that I speak my mind. Probably that's why you're here. I say what I think right away. I give you the opinion. I try not to run agendas. People think I have agenda. I try to say what I think about the football. I'm not right all the time. You're not right all the time. Right? But I said that before. And guys, there's 25 likes away from 200. Can we get the likes up a little bit? Is it possible to get the likes up a little bit? Because it will help the channel. 200 likes at least. Yeah. Thumbs up, people. Never ever, and I want someone to tell me, I never ever said an opinion on YouTube. And the people that watch me, and I don't want to miss a name. Function Addict watch me all the time. Tyler, German Chicken Wing. And there's a lot of people. Sunra as well. Letit, Fauzi. There's a lot of you guys. Himothy, right? Haitham. All of you guys. Ray. You know what I mean? Everybody here on this chat, right? Twisted Baba. Everyone here in this chat, LFC Shankly, you know, Thomas, Abdul Ghani, everyone here. I'm sorry if I missed a name. I want you guys to tell me one time where I said a take without explanation. Like I just said, oh, Liverpool are rubbish, you know, and that's about it. I just don't give you why I think they're bad. For example, or Arsenal or Chelsea are not going to challenge. Or Chelsea have done bad in the transfer market, or Man City are not going to win the title. I've never said an opinion in my life on YouTube. 3 years or 2 years now on YouTube. I have never ever said a take, right? Without explaining the logic behind it. Here is where you might be right. You might disagree with my logic. You might think that my logic is flawed, or I'm deluded, or I'm wrong, or I don't have my facts straight, so you correct me with facts. You know what I mean? Right? But I will never, ever, ever have a take like others. Oh, by the way, just Man United are shit without explaining why they're shit. Like, for example, the Wirtz take yesterday that people didn't like on Al-Ahwa. A lot of people yesterday didn't like the Wirtz take, right? On Al-Ahwa yesterday. I get it. You're a Liverpool fan. You're entitled to your opinion. It's up to you to think whatever you want. That Wirtz take was never without an explanation. You might disagree with my, like, and that's why yesterday there was a discussion going on between me and Osam. He's like saying he created 5 chances. I went and checked. No, he created 2. He's like, he ran around, and I'm like, no, he got bullied off the ball. There is an opinion here. Right? And there is a reason. I actually think there is so little YouTubers and so little pundits that will give you a take, and every take with an explanation. Because if I say, and I want you guys to call me out, if I say any take and you ask me for the explanation of the take and I don't say it, this is where it's an agenda. This is where, okay, I'm deluded. You don't have an explanation. And I explained that why. But actually, sometimes you need to absolutely know something about this. When it comes sometimes to Inter versus Liverpool, for example, I'm going to give you an example. If Inter face Liverpool tomorrow, do I think Inter will win? Probably not. Because Liverpool are in a better place than Inter. Because we hired a coach that has no experience. But sometimes, and this is where people ask me, I'm like, yeah, I just back my team. This is called an agenda. I back my team. Once we get closer to the game, I might have an explanation why Inter will beat Liverpool. I might. And I might say, it's just a feeling. I'm backing my team to win against Liverpool. No explanation. It's just that. I'm backing my team. Do you know what I mean by that, Chris? At that time, yeah. And by the way, last season, if Inter faced Arsenal in the final, I think Arsenal were much better suited to Inter than PSG, to be honest. But to be honest with you, that final against PSG defined the club. No, not yet. Why? Because he had good saves. But we know that he can save in some good moments. But have you watched Pep Guardiola's not actually passing to him as asking his team? Okay, let me explain to you, German Chicken Wing, since that you brought this up, because the game is getting closer. Have you noticed that Donnarumma was not asked to play the ball as much as James Trafford, and Pep Guardiola changed who gets the ball in the build-up play? I think that is Pep Guardiola adapting a little bit, this is where I say, if I see this trend going more and more and more, and Donnarumma is not being asked to build from the back, you know what I mean? I'm going to say, okay, Pep Guardiola proved me wrong and changed the way he built up the game. Pep Guardiola can change. He changed the system in the triple season. You remember he went to the box midfield, right? The thing about it is, if he keeps doing it, how? And I was wrong about it, because Pep Guardiola uses the goalkeeper as an extra player in the build-up. But you cannot say that after one game. If this goes into a trend like what happened in the triple season, and you are successful with not using the goalkeeper in your build-up play, and you're successful, I will say that at that time only, I will say that Pep Guardiola has changed the way he plays. Mo, have you seen the News United game? Pep had less position than United, and we countered them. Yeah, 40% at the Etihad is crazy. Mo, you should have a secret Premier League team like you like, because of how intensely you debate with everyone. I feel you might have a team. I don't have a team. I promise you, my friend, if I have a team in the Premier League, I would have been on 100,000 subs by now. If I support Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Man United, anybody, Chelsea, I would have been, with the way I support Inter. Just imagine if I support another Premier League team, like I support Inter in the watch-alongs, I would have been on 100,000 subs right now. Every watch-along will have 2,000-3,000 people watching me. Every watch-along, by the way, will have 2,000-3,000 people, to be honest with you. But I don't. I don't have a preferred Premier League team, to be honest with you. I don't. Exactly, Ash. I have an agenda, which tells me I'm doing my job right. Which tells me I'm doing my job. Guys, can we get the 13 likes? Can we get the 13 likes up? 13 likes only to get to 1998. 1998. Thank you, Kingsley. You're always supporting as well. You're always here. By the way, for the United game, you asked for the prediction earlier, and I am telling you that Chelsea will win against Man United, and Chelsea will win by 2+ goal margins. 2+ goal margins at Old Trafford. And you'll come here and say, you know what I mean? You'll come here and say that I told you so, right? I genuinely think 2+ goal margins at least. And I'm so convinced that will happen, actually. 2+ goal margins. But it doesn't prove anything, by the way. Like, if Chelsea win against Man United, for me, it's expected. I'm genuinely thinking it's expected. It's not, like, it's nothing like we should, like, talk about as, and for Arsenal versus Man City, if people ask me our prediction, 1 goal margin in it for Arsenal. 1 goal margin in it for Arsenal. I'm predicting Arsenal to win, actually. To be honest with you, it doesn't matter if your record is bad. I genuinely believe that you're gonna win against Manchester United. To be honest, Man City today should win. Should win again. Oh my God, Bernardo's. Liverpool will win the league. Yeah, probably Liverpool are favorites to win the league. You know what I mean? Are 100% favorites to win the league, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, without a shadow of a doubt, are 100% there to win the league. Who's still? Mo, where would Inter finish in the Prem? It depends, to be honest with you. Currently, Inter are in disarray. We will finish probably outside of the top 4 because of what happened last season. You know what I mean? Because of what happened last season. But maybe it depends, to be honest. If we get our shit and finish 3rd or 4th or something like this. And every league is different. And I'm just telling you this. Every league is so different than the other league. And it's not as easy. Sam is doing a watch along. Guys, can I ask you guys something? Which game you think is going to be better? Newcastle, which one should I have on the big screen? Newcastle, Barcelona, or Man City, Napoli? Which game is going to be better? Look at my camera quality is so high today. I don't know why my camera quality is so high. I don't know, actually. Newcastle versus Barca is going to be better. Well, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to watch both. Hit that like button, guys, before you go. We got to 200 likes, actually. Actually, you got to. I want to thank everyone that supported the channel. My man here. Big Bob Joy Love. Voice of Reason. German Chicken Wing. W, my friend, for supporting the channel and sending the 50 piece. Really, really appreciate you so much for this. Right? And Fonzie, big up Mo. I support you. Big up Fonzie as well. So thank you. Someone said, can you shout me out, please? Yeah, why not? I can shout you, Scotty Gamer. I can shout you out, my friend. Why not? It's okay. Wallahi, this is my full-time job, actually. Now, this is my full-time job. Believe it or not. And the algorithms are fucking us. Hussam is live as well. This is going to go to Hussam watch along as well. So go and support my guy, Hussam. I will see you guys soon. We're out of here, people.